What's going on, guys? Winmoto 88 back at you. Gonna do something a little bit different today. I have a quick little homemade bait recipe that I'm gonna be showing you. Um, let the dogs in here quick. It's actually a very, very simple and easy recipe. Process. I'm outside here today. It's beautiful out. Yesterday was fucking hot and humid here in PA, but for me anyway. But back today. It's nice. And today I'm going to show you how simple. I'm going to show you how to make some catfish bait. Now, as any of you fishermen know, catfish are one of the least picky fish out there. They will literally eat anything. Down south, I've seen some of my family lives down there. I have seen and heard of catfish literally eating pieces of dog shit. So, I mean, they're not a picky fish, to say the least. But you set up outside here today. I'm going to show you how I make hot dog Kool-Aid catfish bait. So first thing we're going to do here, we're going to open up this pack of just bar S. It don't matter what the hell for hot dogs you use. Hot dog's a hot dog. It's all made out of pig asshole and cow rectum and whatever. These are mostly thawed out and unfrozen. Still some frozen pieces in there. It does not matter. Now if you thawed them out, get rid of that juice. You don't want to put that in with your Kool-Aid, so just dump that out. Now, I mean, it's pretty simple. You just take your hot dogs. Well, you can cut them, cut them like this all at once, or you can do them individually. I found, where we are, mostly channel cats. So channel cats don't get huge. I mean, they get big. They got plenty of big enough mouths. Now your flatheads are bigger. They will take a bigger bait. So what I'll do, I'll cut. Cut. Don't go quarter size. At least cut, a third. So I'll do a couple in thirds or thereabouts. So just move them to the side. So I'll do. We got what? We got 8 hot dogs. I'll do 4 in quarters and 4.5 seconds, or 4 of them in thirds and 4 of them in. I'll probably do a couple in quarters too, because there's some smaller channel cats. So just a highball to Christ, it don't have to be perfect. Just stirred them up. So use that. Remember your thirds. And then third. This will be the last one for the thirds. And like I said, it's a catfish, man. Don't be perfect. Just cut them up. So these last 4 here, I'm going to quarter them up, just eyeballing them. If some are a little bigger than the other, Jesus Christ, don't worry. Catfish will take anything. Just quartering them up. The last one, quarter it up as well. Almost lost the hot dog down the hole there in the cutting board outside here. This is where we cut up our venison in the winter. Alright, so now that that's done, you got your quarters and you got your thirds. Now you just take any kind of Kool-Aid. Don't have to be Kool-Aid brand. It can be Walmart, Dollar General, whatever. Now, we were out of, my favorite kind to use for this is the cherry or anything red. Just because it adds that blood effect. It makes it look red like blood, which I guess it hasn't been proven, but in my opinion, I think, and you would think, that would work as an attractant, you know, towards the catfish. See blood, smell blood type thing. So I was out of the cherry, and the only thing I had in the cabinet that was a reddish color is a strawberry kiwi. And I'm hoping that this is red, as it shows on here. Like I said, I'd stopped drinking Kool-Aid and then all this sugary junk about a year or two ago. This is just leftover stuff we had in the cabinet. So we're going to find out. But if it's not red, it'll still work. So what you want to do, take a Ziploc bag, whatever, be any size. Put your pieces of hot dog in the bag. You're going to leave one out, because I'm going to show you how to rig it up then, or how I rigged them up on my hook. So, there's your hot dogs in your bag. Take your, you can use whatever, packets. You can buy the little tiny jugs or whatever and sprinkle some in, but usually a pack of hot dogs, you know, a pack of hot dogs is good for a pouch or an envelope of this Kool-Aid. Now, if you don't think it's enough, you know, add something else in it, you know, add more. But once your hot dogs are in the bag, open your Kool-Aid, and then you just take the Kool-Aid and dump it in the bag. And I'm going to, I might actually put another envelope in here of Kool-Aid, we'll see. So what you want to do is let the air out of your bag, most of your air, keep a little in there for space. Obviously shut it, and then you just want to shake it up. Like the cars say, shake it up. Shake it up. Do not own the rights to this music. And no, I'm not looking for a singing job. But yeah, just take it around, coat it. It looks pretty good. I might actually, well, we'll see. It's hard to tell because what you do, you let this get it all shaken up good. And what you're going to do, once you think you got it coated enough or whatever, make sure all the loose crystals and granules are out. Or, you know, not in a big old cluster. You want the, much of the hot dog coated as possible. Yeah, it's like a reddish pinkish, so that's a good color. I didn't think it was completely red like the cherry. But it's a pinkish red, it'll suffice. So once you get a liberal shape, the coating, what you're going to do, you know, take this, put it in your refrigerator, because what it'll do is your moisture, your liquid that's still on your hot dog, that'll harden up. It'll actually get sort of grainy, like a sand. Put it in the fridge for like an hour to 2 hours, depending. By 2 hours, it'll be set up. But then you'll get like a hard coating on there. And just check it. If you want more Kool-Aid on it, whatever, dump more in. If you think it's good, just let it go. Then within an hour or two, take it out of the fridge, you're ready to go fishing with it. So, I mean, that's pretty much that. Now, this extra piece I have sitting here, I'm going to go grab a hook. And I'm going to show you how I rig these up. Yeah, I'm gonna go put this, I'll put this in the fridge a while. Let that set up. I'm gonna go grab a hook. I forgot to grab one and I'll be right back. Alright guys, we're back. So, I had a little threading rig rigged up, and I cannot find it for the life of me. So, I'm going to use today to show you how it's done. I'm not going to show you, you know, exactly how it's done, because I don't, I had lost some of my shit, just disappeared. I don't know what, if I left it lay somewhere or just misplaced it, you know, throughout the winter or whatever. But I used to have, you know, the hooks with the leaders, you know, the mono leaders already on it. You know, I don't know where the hell they were, but I'll explain to you how I do it with them. But I'll show you how I do it with these as well. Now this is the Team Catfish. These are probably my favorite hooks. I mean, anything will work. But I've always had good luck with these fish not getting off. Now they are the size 4/0. These are the jackhammers, or the J hooks. I mean, you can, I mean, they're carbon steel, super sharp. I mean, you can use octopus hooks, regular circle hooks, J hooks like this. I will say the octopus hooks are a little better for hot dogs, especially your bigger pieces. But I mean, this will work. This is going to look disproportioned because, well, the hot dog's way too big for this hook. If I had a bigger hook, it'd be perfect. But I'm just going to show you so you can get the gist of it. So the rig I had, it was like it was a jig head that I bent and straightened out, so where it still had the eye hook on it, where you could throw the line through it. So just pretend for once, if you will, this was the jig head. So what you do is you find the center of the hot dog, and you would stick that down through. Now this is wider than a jig head by about 4 sizes, so this hole was going to be too big for what I'm threading. But you find the center, make sure it's centered on both sides. It doesn't have to be, but you want that to stay on your hook. So what you would do, say this was my jig head that I straightened, so you push that down through there, and then on this end you would flange it out a little bit, or you could use it reverse, stick the jig head part down the body. Either way, you'd want a little flange on the bottom here. And then what you would do, you would take your hook. Now this obviously wouldn't work. But what you would do, you'd take your hook with your steel leader line on it, hook your leader end to this end of your rig. Just pretend between the hook and this rig there's a piece of fishing line. So what you would do is then, see, you got it through. And then you would pull, and as you're pulling, you know, back up through with that rig, say this hook would feed up through, you know, and it would pull it. It would pull it right down onto that hook, you know, and then you just use your snap swivel or whatever and attach your hook back to your line. And there you got your piece of hot dog bait on your hook. Now, as you see, that would work. I mean, it is super tight. I mean, it would work as long as you get your snap swivel or however you choose to attach your leader or your hook to your main line. You don't even need a leader. I mean, you could use this right directly to the snap swivel. I just like to use leaders because of the current in the rivers, and sometimes we even use a steel leader because of muskies down there. They like to cut you off. But either way, that you just thread it up through, pull it tight, and it threads it right onto your hook. And that's a, you know, if you had it in your bag with the Kool-Aid, of course that would be soaked in your Kool-Aid. And you would have a, piece of hot dog, piece of bait ready to go. Throw this on your line and toss her out. Now, depending, you know, your sinkers, 1 or 2 ounce bullet sinkers, or barbell sinkers, as I call them. And, you know, a lot of you have different names for them, but that's just the lingo that I've known. But and in between my sinker and my hook, I usually leave, depending where I'm at, 18 inches or so, give or take, of leader. So, I mean, different ways to do it. I mean, they're all going to work, especially with catfish. They're not picky. Biggest thing with catfish is water temp. And of course, me and Kyle last week, we fished the river after that rain. I think they fed on the debris and the bugs and everything before we got there, so it was an uncommon day for us. Didn't have much luck, and I'm pretty sure the water temperature was in the 50s yet. And ideally, you want to, at least for a good catfish bite, you can catch them when it's chilly yet, cold water temp, but you want that temp at least in the low 70s. You want it in the 70s. Of course, the higher the temperature, the better. Water temperature, that is, for catties. But like high 60s and mid to high 60s, you can catch them. Low 60s and 50s, it's going to be super, super tough. But we're going out tonight to a different spot. I might put a little bit of video on there of that. We're going to be going later tonight, fishing in the dark mostly. We'll probably get set up during daylight, obviously, and then fish into the night, but I don't have the great lighting set up, so I'll probably film a little bit of that before it gets dark for you. But anyways, guys, that's the hot dog Kool-Aid catfish bait. Like I said, pretty much all you need. You need a cutting board, a knife, a pack of Kool-Aid, a pack of hot dogs. Put it in your Ziploc bag, shake it up, put it in the fridge for an hour to 2 hours. Ready to roll. Like I said, add some more Kool-Aid if you want. If not, it's ready to go. And of course, I showed you, I gave you the gist of how you would rig that up. It's simple. But something a little different, guys, and there's thousands, hundreds of thousands of videos probably on this. I know there is because I've seen them. But hope you liked the video. Go check out some of my other videos. Subscribe, like, share if you want. Like I said, I'm not looking to be a YouTube sensation by any means. I just like showing some little tips, outdoor tips, and how I do stuff, and places me and my buddies fish, and of course the guns and ammo I've acquired over the years, and each one has a story. Each one's unique. Everybody does everything different. So, enjoyed this. Give it a like. I appreciate it. If I leave a comment, fight that algorithm. Just let me know what you think, man. There's a lot of shit going on in the world today that nothing is certain anymore. And we still tend to take a lot of things for granted, so I know I'm getting off course of this video, but things are getting harder and harder every day. So if you have some time, take some time and enjoy the simpler things in life. Fishing, just going for a walk outdoors, if you have kids, spend time with your kids. Let them know you're there for them. Nieces, nephews, cousins, whatever. Get out and do stuff, man. Just enjoy it. Cause we just don't know. I don't mean to turn this into a preacher, a sermon or anything, but stuff's adding up, man, and it's just not. It's piling up. It's like an avalanche. So just stay safe, prepared. stay awake, not woke. Absolutely hate that word woke. Just be ready for anything, man. Enjoy life. Get out and fish, whatever. Hope you enjoyed this video. I'll probably have another one up. I'll put the fishing one up tomorrow for you, but that's it, guys. I'm gonna get off here. Go get something to eat and take a nap and get ready for fishing tonight. But everybody stay safe. Enjoy the weather. Have a great weekend. And let me know if you ever use this kind of bait in the comments down below. And until next time, we'll see you later. Win Model 88. Later on, guys.